Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you are. It's cake and not the kind you eat. And today is another tactical assessment, but this time it is on Thatcher. And this one I did not actually type out beforehand, so this will be completely unscripted. The last one I took some notes before I did it, just so I had something to say, I guess. First things first, let's jump straight into fragability. I murder a lot of people with Thatcher. I don't know what it is, but his weaponry, both rifles and shotgun, are magnificent. Last alive, you really don't have any hard breach abilities, so I'm gonna not give it a perfect score of 25, but for fragability, I definitely think that we're going with at least an 18. So like 18 for fragability, because it's a great operator. When he's last alive, he's definitely able to kill some shit, but he's hard to use when trying to break through stuff, especially if you're not carrying any wall charges at all. Basically, you just have EMP grenades and a gun, but he's still really good. Utility would be the next factor that we would talk about. Now, this is the biggest thing when it comes to Thatcher. He gets a perfect score for utility for so many reasons. For one, there is not one person on the attacking side that does his job exactly the way he does it. Thatcher is the man when it comes to denial of breach, like fixing denial of breach. And I've noticed that he is becoming one of the most banned as well, because he is so versatile. Honestly, if he's not banned, every team needs one, regardless of the objective. That's my personal opinion. I have never not had a Thatcher when we're able to. And I can safely tell you that yes, there are some operators that have impact EMPs, but those are not as effective because you actually have to hit directly where the device is. So if it's Cade, you'd have to throw the EMP up to the top of the thing if that's where you put it, or if you put it in the bottom, or what have you. But it definitely, it's better off to have a Thatcher in most cases. Obviously now we have Brava to where we can steal stuff, or we have Twitch where we can drive a drone in there and attack it, but both of those rely on the enemy not being able to shoot out your ability. But with Thatcher, it's all done on the outside of the objective to where they cannot stop you from using Thatcher. Obviously there's some bandit tricking and some Kaid tricking that can be done, but those are in the higher level of skill plays. But regardless, he is the only operator that does exactly what he does, exactly how he does it, and that makes his utility a 25 out of 25. Team necessity, once again, I'm gonna give it a 20, because unlike his utility being so versatile, team necessity, there is a Twitch, there is a Brava, there is impact EMPs, you know, there is all that stuff. So technically you don't have to have him, but at a 20 out of 25, it's definitely a want. I mean, you definitely want a Thatcher on your team when you're running a hard breach and you're trying to initiate contact onto an objective. You want that. Also, that brings us to our final topic, which makes ease of play. I'd say ease of play would be about a 19, because where he is easy to play, if you don't play him correctly, or you don't follow the hard breacher, or you're not at the right place at the right time to throw your charges down, you can ruin an entire team push. So I usually tell people, if you know who's playing the hard breacher and you know you're going to stick with them, Thatcher's a great person to carry into the battlefield. But let's do the math on that, and let's see where we end up in our total score of the 4 attributes of our tactical assessment. So he gets an 82%, which puts him at a B. A very low B, but he is definitely at a B. So, hopefully you guys like these videos, and catch us in the next one where we do another operator, still on the attacking side. We're going to do all the attacking side first, and then we will move to the defensive side. Thank you, and we'll catch you in the next one.